It's Week 15 of the NFL, and this one features the versatile Cordarrelle Patterson, who's one of the best in the league at running the ball, sitting in fourth. It's the Falcons and the Panthers coming up next.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams.
In a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. The numbers for Sanders last week: 13 carries, 51 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On the draw, here's Sanders. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A tough season for them to this point, and here's part of the reason why. You see, the injuries have left them shorthanded in prior weeks, and that's the case again here in this one.
Brandon, great teams can overcome injuries and keep their seasons on track, but sometimes even the great teams have injuries that are just too numerous, or they affect the wrong group of guys, the guys who actually lead their ball club, and it's just tough to get past it. This team struggling with that. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Young. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Young to throw it. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Panthers at 5-8, 3 games under 500, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. That throw by Young incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Young to throw on 4th. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. It'll be Young again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Young will set to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Marshall. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and short yardage, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, Young. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Touchdown, Panthers. Amir Smith-Marset. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yes.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The return now by Alford. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw there taken in by Hodge. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Back to throw, Ridder. He's got this into the hands of Hollins. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ridder to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and 3. To the air again, it's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Ritter. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something, because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Young now. He's got Mingo. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up. Ritter will set up to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st and 10, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Young. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Don't do us like that.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down and 4. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's got it. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Hubbard sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The #1 overall pick, Bryce Young. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The return now by Alford.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Ritter.
It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Big strides, look at him go.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Right back to Hubbard.
Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now Young.
He'll find Smith-Marset complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And Young's throw there incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That throw by Young incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here is Young. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ritter now.
Short throw to Smith. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now in Charlotte. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
Breaks through the contact.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
43 yards.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 24. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Atlanta.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On first down, Ritter. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Working from the gun, Ritter.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
A tackle by D'Angelo Malone. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Ritter on 1st and 10. This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ritter to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
A Ritter's throw taken in by Miller.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ritter.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the Panthers 24.
Here's Ritter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Drake London, his intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
Ritter from the gun.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Ritter and London team up there. 1st down, Atlanta.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have